first of all, can you introduce yourself and your role at Plastic Ingenuity?
Sure. So my name is Sarah Weber. I am a technical sales engineer at Plastic Ingenuity. I've been with the company about 3 years, been in the sales role for about a year. Previously was in a sustainability role with the company. So I worked on all things sustainable materials, recycled content, carbon footprint, things like that, and then transitioned into a sales role with our healthcare division. So I help our customers develop sustainable healthcare packaging solutions.
Material selection is an important topic for medical device manufacturers at the minute. Can you talk to me about PuraForm and what was the impetus in creating this portfolio?
Absolutely. So our PuraForm branded internally extruded roll stock is something that we're launching at MD&M this year. It's very exciting. We're finally able to unveil this process that we've been working on for so long. The impetus for this program was basically we were getting a lot of questions from customers about what materials they should choose for their packaging solution. They wanted to know about performance, quality, sterilization compatibility, sustainability. All of those things were being asked every single project, and we had to qualify materials for each program, and it got tedious, right? And our customers had a ton of questions with this stuff, and we just thought to ourselves, what if we have this suite of materials that we evaluate with our material experts and tie it up in a nice bow for our customers and say, look, we did all the behind the scenes work, we qualified the best resins that are out on the market, and we made it simple for you to make a conscious decision about the material choice that you have for your package. So that's what PuraForm is. It's meant to be a really easy transition for our customers to choose the right materials for their packaging solution.
You touched on it a bit there, but can you go into like the benefits of PuraForm for the manufacturers?
Right. Yeah, so being an internally extruded roll stock, we have a lot of capabilities behind the scenes in our own process. So previously, if we had an external extruder, we had to ship that material into our doors, as opposed to if we're extruding it internally, we're able to control that process, as well as we're able to use our own internal scrap with a lot of those materials as well. So that has a sustainability benefit to it as well. So there's scrap associated with our process. When we're trimming out materials, we have web scrap. We're able to use that scrap and bring it back to our extruder and have a zero waste essential process. Another benefit of the PuraForm series is that we're able to really have a customized suite of materials for our customers. So if you don't want a recyclable material, but you want recycled content, but you can't use mechanically recycled content and you need advanced, like we have pinpointed the correct material for you with ease. We can pinpoint it within 30 seconds of what the right material choice is for you. So that's another benefit that we have as well, is to just be able to pinpoint exactly what is going to work for your package.
Can you share any success stories where PuraForm has been used?
Yeah, so a success story would probably be one of the first material solutions that we qualified in the PuraForm line would be a Triton application. So Triton is a very, very tough, superior quality material. If you think of like your Camelback water bottles or your Nalgene water bottles, that's Triton. They also have an offering to have advanced recycled content in that material. So this specific customer had to be in Triton because their sterilization process was so rigorous that they needed a really, really strong material. So Triton was the only option that they had. But this customer is also very sustainably conscious, and they wanted to be in a material that had a low carbon footprint. So we were able to put them in a PuraForm material that had advanced recycled content, that lowered their carbon footprint, but also gave them the superior performance quality that they needed to withstand sterilization.
So Plastic Ingenuity offers large format thermoformed solutions. Can you talk about these solutions and the benefits?
Yeah, so our large thermoforming capabilities are up to 68 inches. So that's considered our long bed thermoforming capability that we are able to manufacture sterile barrier system trays up to 68 inches. So think of your very long thermoform catheter trays that are devices that cannot be bent, but they're super long, right? So I always try to explain it as like one of our engineers is 73 inches tall, so 68 inches is only 5 inches less than he is tall, right? So it's long, it's over 6 feet. So it's a great opportunity that we have to have some thermoformers only have 40-inch capabilities or 50-inch, and we have those long bed capabilities for those long catheter trays that other thermoformers can't produce.
How is precision and protection ensured at scale, especially for complex medical devices?
Could you repeat that?
How is precision and protection ensured at scale, especially for complex medical devices?
Yeah, I would say we're able to be very precise in our process up front. So we're able to, really hone in our process at Plastic Ingenuity because we're vertically integrated. We have all of those in-process engineers on site. We're building all of our tools in-house, and we're really able to hone in that process and then validate it on site. So we've done a lot of work to quantify our validation process and our tool shakeout in the upfront, so we're able to produce a quality part right away instead of troubleshooting later on down the road. So we really pride ourselves in making a quality part from the get-go and validating that process upfront. And then we have a great suite of quality engineers that are able to quantify that validation process as well. In terms of precision, I would say that something unique to Plastic Ingenuity is our trimming process. So we offer 2 different trimming capabilities with our tooling. One is steel rule, which would be very similar to like a cookie cutter. And then we also have a match metal capability as well. So that's more of a punch and die, where the tolerance of that trimming is way more precise. So if you have a tight tolerance that you need with your trimming process, we're able to do that with match metal tooling. We're able to also have faster cycle times with match metal tooling, more precise contour trimming if we need, to give our customers that ensured reliability that they may need for their product.
What healthcare products are best suited for the large format thermoform solutions?
I would say high volume products are bread and butter. So if you have a high volume product that has complex trimming or complex geometries, that is something that we pride ourselves in wanting to achieve. We love a challenge. We love to look into those complicated packaging formats. You can see across our booth we have very complex designs that we worked on throughout the years that we pride ourselves on. So that's a great thing that we love to bring in our doors at Plastic Ingenuity.
Plastic Ingenuity offers a healthcare packaging sustainability course. What key takeaways can people expect from this course?
Yeah, so this course is sponsored by yours truly, so if you're interested in attending this course, you'll be listening to my voice a lot. But essentially this course is meant to help packaging engineers make decisions consciously about being sustainable in the medical device packaging market. A lot of times we have found that medical device packaging engineers have a lot on their plate. They have to go through design verification process. They have to do usability studies. They have to meet timelines with the FDA and submit things to 510K submissions. It's a lot. And then sustainability kind of falls to the wayside because people don't know how to navigate it, right? So the object of this course is to give people quantifiable things that they can embed into their process of a packaging engineer at a medical device manufacturer to be more sustainable. So we talk about how do you design for recyclability? How can you add recycled content without compromising sterility and the performance of your trays? How can you minimize your material usage? How can you quantify your carbon footprint of your package? Those are all things that we talk about in this course. It's available online on our website, so if that's something people are interested in, feel free to check it out.
What motivated Plastic Ingenuity to launch the course?
Launch the course? Oh, yeah. I would say we pride ourselves in being an educational resource for the market as well. We are not just a thermoformer. We are heavily involved in industry organizations closely tied to sustainability. So we're involved in the Healthcare Plastics Recycling Council, the Sustainable Packaging Coalition. That those types of organizations are something that we are very passionate about. And then our customers are also coming to us because they see us out on the market space talking about sustainability all day long, and they say, look, we saw you at XYZ event talking about sustainability, can you help us with our product? And we were getting those questions all the time, right? And so we thought, if we're getting the same questions over and over and over again, let's make a course that's compiled all these questions into one as an educational resource to help our customers have a one-stop shop to meet their goals and have an educational resource to help them make better decisions.
And finally, what advice do you have for companies looking to future-proof their packaging strategies?
I would say you need to have a system, right? If you are going through your packaging development process and you're kind of taking things as they come at you, that's not going to be a successful endeavor when you're going through packaging development. So something that I learned in my sustainability journey is that if you have a system to quantify sustainability, then it will make your life a lot easier. And that goes for all things in engineering. So not just sustainability, but quality and performance and design. Embedding those into a system will make the process go a lot easier. So that's probably what I would say is the best piece of advice as people are going through packaging development process.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.